Trunks, and you're listening to Chibi No Podcast.
Protect the moon! Oh my god!
Great explosion, murder gun! Dynamite!
Strong.
I'm slaughtered!
And what is up, peeps? It is time for another episode of Chibi No Podcast. You got me, the Smash fan.
Mister.
Japan here. Hello. There you go.
Yeah, it's been like 2 weeks since we've done this.
There you go.
Feels good. Where's that from?
Cerveza cristal. Cerveza cristal.
You know, it'd be funny if one day we get that.
We need to buy that.
We need to buy it. I mean, we don't drink, but yeah, we need to buy it
Okay.
Yeah.
and tell the people, you know what? Great drink,
That we
I
never
guess, that we've never tried. But yeah, so if this is your first time watching Chibi No Podcast, we're just a bunch of friends talking about nerdy things. And we're missing a few people here. We have Shark King, who is not available to be here. He has family things to do. And Buruko Senpai, he fell asleep. Which is fine. It happens,
It
man.
is what it is.
It is what it is. Again, 2 weeks has gone by, and a lot of things have happened. So kind of catch us up on what you've been doing, Japarion. What's been new with you?
I went to Yellowstone. That was fun.
A
That's why I
little
wasn't
bit of
able-
nature, touch of grass.
I did touch grass quite a bit. Saw a couple of bisons.
Did you eat any?
I did. Nah.
You don't like it?
Eh.
It will eventually grow on you if you eat it enough, but it's super expensive.
I got like a bison burger, which it tastes like a burger to me. That's about it.
Did you feel it was a little bit more?
I mean, I had bison before, but it just.
It's just meh.
Doesn't catch him.
Nature was awesome, though. I saw the geyser in there, a couple geysers, animals, deers.
Did you see that? Well, I
Bears.
guess it's gone now, but like I heard of that there was an incident where there was like a bison who like ran into one of the geysers, and it just like people just like crowded around it just because it boiled alive.
No, but I would like to see a picture of this.
I have to find that. I don't know where it is, but I saw it and I was like, dude, that is hardcore. These animals. I mean, for the most part, Yellowstone, right? Is they leave the animals alone. They kind of roam around. Like they may not be afraid of humans, but they don't.
You know what's weird?
Huh.
When I was there, the whole time I was thinking, this is like Safari Zone in Pokemon.
Oh, jeez.
You get to see like Pokemon like in nature and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but
bison,
unlike the game, you don't have like a protective vehicle.
I guess
Yeah, but they're not going to harm them.
as long as you don't bother them, yeah.
That's also true.
We see them up close too, so that was really, really fun in our vehicle.
True. What about you, Mister? What's been new
Um,
with the misters?
nothing. Just working out, playing games, or playing the game, and that's about it.
How is
Destiny?
Destiny?
It's okay. Yesterday was interesting news. They the CEO of Bungie, Pete Parsons, is stepping down, and we're getting, I can't remember what the guy's name is, something Truman. He's going to be the new CEO or president of Bungie, but he's kind of a shady fellow too, so that, and then the updates they're going to do for Destiny in the future, kind of, a lot of people weren't happy about. I wasn't happy about it, but it looks like they're listening. Because, yeah. So, yeah.
Is it
overall.
Destiny that I heard some news that they're introducing some like Halo stuff into it. Is that it? Like some DLC for...
No. You're thinking
That's Helldivers.
That's Helldivers.
Okay.
PlayStation's Helldivers.
Okay.
So, they're doing a collab with Halo 3 ODST. So, like, you become...
An ODST?
yeah, but they're not called Orbital Drop Shock Troopers. They're something else. But Obedient something.
So they have their own acronym and own name, but the skin is of an ODST
Yes.
because they're called Hell Jumpers anyway.
Helldivers.
No, I know the ones of the game is called.
Obedient Democracy Support Troopers. Just so because that's what they have to call them for the crossover. They can't be Orbital Drop Shock Troopers because that's from Halo.
But I know, but they're also called Hell Jumpers in Halo, right?
So they basically changed the name for copyright issues, but they
in a
actually
sense,
did a collab.
but they did a collab, yeah.
The collab, but you can't call them ODST.
No, but the thing is with the ODST, it makes more sense because they're Obedient Democracy Shock Troopers, because that's, you know, the whole gimmick is for democracy. You know, you're doing this for your nation, for your country, for your people. So it works in that way.
All right.
Sounds like Mother Russia.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's cool. You protect Super Earth. You destroy aliens. You destroy robots. And then, yeah, so that's cool with the Helljumpers thing. So they're incorporating the ODST armor, and then the recon helmet is there. And then the weapons is the SMG from Halo ODST, the Magnum from ODST, the assault rifle, and then the shotgun.
Ah, okay.
And then you get their version of a Warthog, what it looks like. I think you get a rocket launcher, and then they have it's kind of like a Mantis for them, but it looks like a Mantis now in Helljump and Helldivers, and it's going to be coming out on the 26th or 28th, something like that.
Huh, interesting.
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
Yeah, because that's when the Xbox version comes out. So when that day comes out, that's when the update goes live too.
Oh, but you've also been playing the beta for Battlefield 6, right?
Yeah, it was really fun. It was really fun.
What's special about
Battlefield 6?
Yeah.
What's
the new gimmick?
I don't think that. Well, I'm not a big Battlefield person, so I don't know the gimmicks. If anything, at the time during the beta, it was very fast-paced, arcade-ish. But they wanted to they want to change that. They don't want to be like Call of Duty. They said so. They're going to slow everything down a little bit. But the weapons feel good. Like they have huge recoil because weapons are not going to be like smooth aiming type of thing. It's really fun though. I liked it. I was using a shotgun. The shotgun was broken. You get a slug shotgun. You could snipe people out. Just pew, pew, pew. It's pretty fun. And then the buildings collapse. So I was on top of this house, sniping people out, and then just grenades and rockets going off left and right, and then my house just started collapsing within itself. It was cool.
Interesting.
Let's see.
Really fun. I enjoyed it.
Cool.
It was a fun beta, and then unfortunately we have to wait till I think October. So yeah, like 2 months before we can play the actual game. Everybody was happy when they got to play the beta, but now that's over. People are sad again.
So the hype is real?
Yeah, I would believe so.
That's good.
Interesting.
What about you? What have you been up to?
I moved stuff in my room and made it harder for us to record. It took us forever.
Another place.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I've been up to. So nothing really new. So
Didn't you watch Weapons as well?
yeah, I did watch Weapons.
There you go. Talk about that.
Did you watch Weapons?
I did.
Oh, okay. I guess we'll talk about it before we go into some news. Weapons, if you don't know what it is a
Movie?
it is a movie. It's a horror movie. And it's directed by, I can't remember his name. And I can't remember the first movie that he did. But this is his second movie.
Barbarian?
Yeah, Barbarian. So this is his second movie.
I haven't seen it, but I know it's a movie.
And he makes this movie unique in that a lot of horror movies overall, they trying to get you with jump scares, right? It's like someone's walking through the darkness, all of a sudden someone goes boo or does something to scare you, right? This one doesn't do that very often. There's maybe 3 or 4 jump scares, possibly.
I think to me it's more of a thriller than a...
It's a suspense.
Yeah, there you go.
It is a horror suspense. So so the basic premise of the movie is at 2:17 in the morning, all of the kids in this person's class, except for one student, they all got out of their houses and they ran into the night and they disappeared.
Naruto Run.
It almost looks like a Naruto Run. Not exactly, but almost exactly. And so the premise is, what happened to these kids? Why was it this particular class? Why was it only this student that didn't go missing and didn't run away? And so the movie, what it does and what I liked about this movie is that it took the
store, it's basically the whole scheme from The Simpsons.
Yeah, Lisa's day. This is Bart's day. This is Homer's day. So they did that where they have different people's their experience of what happened with in the almost the exact same time frame. So it has the teacher, what happened with her and her accusations and what she did, and then it goes to a cop, and then it goes to one of the parents, and then it finally goes to the kid. There's another person in there that is relevant, and then it goes to the kid and tells you what happened, what actually happened, why this kid was the only one. It was suspenseful. There's a lot of tropes that you thought they were going to do, but it didn't.
Right.
And that's what I really like. Like, there's a part, I won't go into much detail, but there's a part where you think that one of the characters is going to get killed because of what it's setting up for, and it doesn't happen. All of a sudden, it does. You're like, what is going on? And then another event happens. You're like, I'm freaked out. Like, what the heck is going on? And then you think there's going to be a death, and nothing. It's something else. You're just like, and I was just scratching my head. What the heck was this? And then you have, I dare say, funny parts. I don't know if they're meant to be funny. Like, they're supposed to be creepy, but they're funny. Like, there's in the trailer, you see the guy who plays Wong. I forget his name. Benedict Wong, yeah, who plays Wong in Infinity War in the Marvel movies. In the trailer, so this isn't a spoiler. In the trailer, you see him run with his arms like spread out like this,
and with blood covering his face.
Yeah, and in the movie, like, I was laughing, like, what the heck is this? Like, it looked so funny, but it did look creepy.
Yeah, that's the thing that got my interest in the movie, because seeing his face running around, like, I didn't know anything about it. I'm like, oh man, something must be going on. And they have a lot of like good people, like talented people. Gina Garner, who plays Silver Surfer, is there.
Yep. Josh Brolin. Thanos.
Who else is in there?
Justin Long is in there. He's one of the parents.
Okay. And the guy who plays Solo from Han Solo?
Yeah. He's the cop. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this much. I think the end. Okay, so in the beginning, there's a narration that tells you what happened, and it basically tells you this is actually may not be exactly what happened in actual events, but this is like how we're telling it.
Yeah.
And it's funny because it kind of almost contradicts what is told at the end narration. Because you're like, wait a minute, so what is real? What exactly happened? You don't know. You're kind of guessing at the end. And I've said this before. I know Christopher Nolan loves to do that, and I hate it when he does it. And I feel like sometimes he does it just because he wants to keep it open. But this one, it was like right in the beginning, they say, this may not be exactly how it happened, but this is how we're telling it. So like in the beginning, I was like, okay, if I was told already that was gonna be it, I was like, okay. So like when we're finally at the end credits, you're just thinking, what actually was real? What actually did happen? Because it's from the beginning, we don't even know which of those events are real, which ones are just told by the people here. Because it says that it was so traumatic that people didn't want to think about it. But this is what we kind of gathered, type of thing. So it's really interesting.
I feel like most of the elements were kind of real, especially like the big reveal at the end. Because everything is also going from the perspective of the parent as well.
Well, it could be. I just don't know. But I liked that. I like that.
It's a good movie. It really did numbers when it comes to the box office. It got even the seal of approval for Stephen King.
Yeah,
he actually it's a definitely entertaining movie.
There was
and even like rumors of like having a prequel.
Yeah, I think the prequel will be good to know. I like that they didn't actually did a lot of exposition in the movie. They didn't tell you exactly what's going on. You just had to deduce from watching the movie. Yeah. So why this is happening, certain parts are it doesn't exactly tell you, but based off the actions of the actors, you're like, okay, this is how this is happening. This is why this happened. And I like that because it wasn't told to you like you're dumb. Hey, this is actually what's happening. It's like, nope, you can deduce this from watching the movie. I don't have to tell you what's happening. So I really like that. And there are deaths in the movie. There are murders, and dude, they're pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
The finale, the big death or the big murder in the movie, I was not expecting. I was watching, it was like, oh my gosh, and just you see it happen, and just it's crazy.
I like it.
It was good. I would say even if you're not a horror fan, go watch this movie. It is good. I know that. I think because I overhyped it, I think when host watched it, he didn't like it as much.
Oh, he didn't like it?
Not as much.
Oh, okay.
And his exact words that they were disappointed.
Oh, what would he rate it?
I don't think I asked him.
Oh, okay.
But it was a good movie. But I liked it. I'd watch it again.
Yeah, it's a fun movie.
Yeah.
It's an entertaining movie.
I watched it with Jose, and he loved it too. So we'll see if we get a prequel on it. But Anyway, let's go on to some news here. We're not going to go into everything news because there's a ton of stuff happens. But we're going to go into Gamescom, right? Gamescom happened. Like a whisper to me, honestly. Like, I didn't hear many people talking about Gamescom. Did you guys?
No.
Kind of.
Like, not much.
Just Silk Song.
But there's, well, that's the biggest thing. So, Silk Song,
Unfortunately.
Hollow Knight, Silk Song was announced, what, in 2019?
I don't know.
It was something like that. It's been in development for such a long time, and they finally said it's coming out this year, and they had gameplay for it.
September 4th.
Yep. People who love Hollow Knight are super hyped. So I'm excited for that. It's gonna be cool. They showed the opening of, or a gameplay trailer of Black Ops 7, and they had like the release date. They showed zombies.
Showed multiplayer and everything.
They showed multiplayer.
They're not at Gamescom. I think like earlier the day before that, I think they showed multiplayer gameplay and stuff like that. You can wall run type of thing, kind of like how they did before. The thing is that's interesting with that is I think the first 24 hours that YouTube video had like, I can't remember, like something like 1 million or 2 million views, and then like 6,000 likes, but like 20,000 dislikes or something like that. Some ridiculous number.
I think it just has to do because it's Call of Duty. Like I'm not a big fan of Call of Duty, but I can't tell. But people who, like, tons of people play, and they don't play because it's always new. They just like the twitchy gameplay. And that's what they deliver with.
But it's the same formula. It's just the same old.
Was we expecting anything new?
I mean, they did something new when Modern Warfare 2019 came out. Like, that was new. That was a breath of fresh air. You had attack sprint. You were able to do different sights with your guns. There was a lot of cool stuff that 2019 did. And it just feels like they're kind of regressing because they're kind of... I feel with Activision, they kind of just give you just enough to keep you there, and then that's it. Like, and I mean, I haven't played the last Call of Duty Black Ops, the one from last year. I didn't get to it, so I was fine. So that was my first year not doing it. But like, yeah, they're losing their fan base more and more. Like, I'll tell you that much. And then like the YouTubers or the FaZe people who do Call of Duty, like I think they realize it too. Like, Call of Duty is kind of dying. Like, it's just not that, and it's not it anymore. There's lots of games out there.
So it has become the FIFA of the games.
Yeah, worse because they do big downloads. Like, the games are like 200 gigs or 300 gigabytes, and then there's a patch every other day, but something's broken or something's not working, and then they have a huge marketplace to buy like skins and everything all the time, which is just annoying. Things like that, just it really doesn't. It doesn't really. You don't really want to play. Like, it makes you very like meh. Like, if you're a young kid, cool. You want to show off your skills because you're a Twitch shooter type of thing and all that stuff. Like, cool, but like, it just dies out too quick. It's just I mean, if they make their money in their bag, like, they're cool for them, but I really could care less about that. Like, and then I think people are, like I said, people are getting older and realizing, so it's dropping off more and more.
I see.
Dang.
Well, one thing that came out what's a surprise to me that it was in Gamescom, but more of a surprise that it had a 47-minute Nintendo Direct was Kirby Air Riders. 47 minutes for this game, and Masahiro Sakurai was telling us everything from top to bottom of what's new in this game. Now, I had not played, or I had not remembered how Kirby Air Ride was.
I've never played any of the Air Riders or the.
So in this game, it's very different than Mario Kart in that you don't have to press any button to throttle or to accelerate. It does it by itself. You don't have to even hold the joystick forward. It just goes by itself. You just have to go left to right. That's all you got to do.
Okay.
And now it has 2 buttons that you use. It's not 1, it's 2. The button was like so you can charge up your boost, and it slows you down, but you use it when you go on curves and turns, and then you let go, it gives you a boost. The big thing was that there's a lot more what's it called, carts or whatever you want to call them, riders. Mm-hmm. And there's actual more playable characters. in it, and all of them have like all
DDD, Waddle Dee, the DDs,
Meta Knight,
all that stuff. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so one thing that they showed is that all of them have a copy ability. So they said it wouldn't be fair that if only Kirby had it, which sure, but the way they copy is different. But they copy, and that's how you can like attack people. So instead of having like items in Mario Kart, you can attack people, and you have a special, and the special can do different things. A special can attack. Other characters have a special that gives you a speed boost. So most of the speed boosts go to characters who are normally slow, like Diddy. Diddy can hit you like very hard, but he's slower than Kirby. So so he gets a speed boost when he gets his ult, whereas Kirby gets like an attacking boost. So it's very unique. I don't think it needed 47 minutes.
That's like a 10-minute video that you could have done.
Yeah, they did announce that. I think they're gonna have different writers like DLC come up, and
yeah, probably
one of them looked like Sephiroth. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, so interesting. But Kirby, I mean, it looks cool. It's gonna come out soon. Dang it, where was it? I can't remember the date, but it's going to come out soon.
I didn't know there was a release date.
Yep, there is. It's coming out soon.
Yeah.
They showed more about Resident Evil Requiem.
That looked cool.
That looked really cool.
Miles is excited about that.
I'm not a big fan of Resident Evil, like the newer ones, because I think the last one I played was on the GameCube. That was like the last one. Yeah, 4. That was the last one. But it looks good. I think it looks creepy. Like as I've seen the newer ones, like what they actually show, and it does look creepier. Like if you played the old ones, it does have some of the creepy suspense, but it's not as creepy because it's not like the greatest graphics, but it's cool. So,
yeah, I'm looking at a lot of cool, interesting things in here, like Silent Hill F. That looks actually kind of cool. They announced that Susie Young, she does Yuffie from Final Fantasy, is gonna be the voice for the English dub.
Oh, nice.
They showed a game called Pragmata. This was a very interesting game. So you have a cyborg android person with you, and you have to take down these machines. But the interesting part about this is you just don't start shooting. The cyborg or android, whatever, it has to hack into the machine before you can actually start shooting it. So you actually have to play like a mini game. And once you finish the mini, you can start attacking the robot.
I don't recall seeing that, but that's cool.
It's very like unique. People were saying, well, this mini game, like as you run into bigger machines, the harder and the more like complex the mini game is you have to do. It's more like you connect like the dots or connect something like that. It's not like
connect the dots game.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Cool.
People were saying like do the machines like start attacking? Like no, the machines are actually kind of slow. It gives you time to finish the puzzle so that you can start shooting them, and then they start moving a little bit more.
Interesting.
So
interesting.
I'd want to try it right now. I mean, it's an interesting concept, but I'd want to see how I will actually play it.
Yeah.
So interesting.
I saw that they announced that the DLC for Ghost of Jota is going to be free.
Yes.
And I'm excited for that.
Yeah, it's a multiplayer.
Yeah, because the original DLC was also like a free add-on on the original game, and that was an amazing experience. So the fact that they're going to bring it back, I'm excited for that. They also announced that Wukong is getting a sequel.
The what? Oh, Wukong. Yes. I haven't finished the game yet, but
you actually have it?
I'm playing it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Row something.
It's what?
I can't remember the.
It's called Zonkui.
Zonkui. Yeah.
Gameplays. I mean, I can't compare it to your Stellar Blade or Nier Automata. I don't know, or Ghost of Yokai. Like you'd have to. Ghost of Tsushima. Sorry. I'd have to play for you, Japorian, so you can kind of tell me what if it's even similar to, because I don't know.
I saw trailers and some of the video footage. It looks really, really cool. I heard it's very linear, but I could be wrong. That's what I heard. But yeah, the fact that it's getting a sequel, that's kind of cool. I think they also announced along the ways of that they are going to what was it? I'm looking through all of this. Oh, they also announced a trailer for Fallout, the TV series second season.
Yep.
Second season's in December.
I need to watch it. I heard a lot of great things about it.
Yeah.
I heard that that Elden Ring in handheld mode is horrible.
Yeah, who was surprised by that?
They were. People were.
I don't. I look, if it's not made by Nintendo, you're not going to get the most pristine version of the game.
Oh shoot! But yeah, it wasn't like super great. So there was no talk of the new From Software game that's specific to.
No, that'll be next year.
Yeah, that's next year.
That'll be late next year.
But I did hear they announced a new Pokemon from Mega Evolution for Pokemon.
Yeah, that's the next part of our news. Which I mean, if you wanted like a big old scrotum to be a Mega Evolution of Victory Bell, you got it.
Victory Bell, yeah.
That's basically what it is. It's just this.
So what's funny is there's a guy named Austin John Plays. I think 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He supposedly talked about people's like the leaks of the Mega Evolutions, and somebody like did like a simplified drawing of it. And I didn't see that until the day after or the day of when Victory Bell was announced. And he's like, "This is Victory Bell." I was like, "Okay, so this is probably real. These leaks are probably all real." Seeing like all the Mega Evolutions, like Meganium's Mega Evolution, Feraligator's Mega Evolution.
Did we see those?
No.
But the leak.
Yeah, so somebody drew like a simplified drawing.
Yeah.
Like, data mine it.
So if they, I'm going to say like 85-90% certain that those leaks that he talked about 2 weeks ago
Could be real.
are real.
Yeah. And what's cool about it, I just saw this today. Somebody did like a drawing, like a more legit drawing, all the Pokemons based on those predictions.
Yeah.
And if Victory Bell has it, it's confirmed. There's a chance that the other Pokemon's designs are going to be really cool.
Yeah, dude. Like little spoiler. It's not. We don't even know, but like Bayleaf basically, it's got like a rainbow.
Meganium?
Meganium has like a rainbow neck. Like each petal's like a rainbow type of thing. And then
Alligator?
Greninja also gets one.
Yeah,
too.
Greninja gets a because it's an Ash. It's
Is
an
Ash one?
No. It's Ash is not a Mega Evolution. It's got a Mega Evolution.
Okay.
And he's like flying on top. It's like Kirby Air Ride. He's upside down with his ninja star.
Yeah.
I like Ash's one.
But that's not a Mega. That's
How is that not a Mega? It's a bond. It's so
Yeah.
stupid. I hate that. That's how they say
I
it
think
in
there's
canon.
also like a Starmie is going to get a Mega Evolution.
Oh yeah,
with
Starmie,
long legs.
Starmie is basically Patrick with the boots.
I mean,
Go Starmie.
this according to
if the drawings are accurate, then it's that.
it's
And
not
then
confirmed, but it looks interesting.
Skarmory is like reverse. He's instead of him being silver, he's like bronze. With like
He
green-
downgraded.
he got rusty.
He downgraded. That's what you telling me. That's so stupid.
Well, I mean, yeah, but
What
and
is going on with
So Meganium is a grass fairy Mega. Feraligator is water dragon or dark dragon.
Isn't it already water dark?
No, he was just water.
Oh, with dark moves. Okay.
And then Ambor, is it Ambor? Yeah, Tippet.
I hate Embo.
Ambor is basically it's like a staff, like a Gandalf. But it's cool. Like if that's
Is it cool? That's the thing. Like
the only
Victory
thing,
Bells. Okay,
the only thing I was
Victory
sad
Bells
about. The only
is.
thing I was sad about was there's no Mega Flygon on that list, and so I was like, I'm sorry.
Here's the thing: is Victory Bell. First of all, no one asked for Victory Bell to have a Mega Evolution.
Yeah, but
That's
part
like-
of the 151. It's part of the OG
I
Pokemon.
don't care.
They're gonna give
This is
the
like
OGs.
if you guys ever watched Team Four Star, have you ever watched Dragon Ball Z Abridged? There's a part where Goku gives up and he says, "I'm done fighting Cell," and he says, "All right, who's next?" And he says Gohan, and Cell in the briefing says Gohan's like, of all the people, Gohan's like, he wasn't even on the list. They said Yamcha was on the list.
Here, I actually have somebody that did the designs.
That's okay. I will put that up on the podcast.
There's like, okay, this could be spoilers.
Spoilers,
Heads up.
spoilers.
Maybe not, but there's Mega Clefable, Mega Starmie, Mega Meganium, Mega Feraligator, Mega Embor, Frostlass, Skarmory, Excadrill, Scolipede, Scraffy, Electros, Chandelure, Chestnut, Delphox,
So look,
Ninja.
this is from a month ago. Like Batman.
Dude, these
See, isn't that like though? But that's the Mega.
find me that person who drew those weird. Dude, I would not believe that is a Mega.
Hey, but it came through though.
And it's stupid. You can't tell me that is stupid.
Pyroar, Malamar, Dragalgi, Halucha,
Oh yeah,
Halucha, I would love
Halucha becomes
Halucha.
Rey Mysterio basically.
Floiti.
He already is Rey Mysterio.
No, he was a Mexican wrestler. Now he becomes a Rey Mysterio because the mask goes black.
Barbaclade, Sigurd, Drampa, and Phalanx.
Oh,
Drampa?
Drampa. Okay, I have been.
I know you hate Drampa.
I've been the biggest Drampa hater, but his Mega Evolution, if this is true, fire Mega Evolution, like fire Mega Evolution. Like I will be like, okay, Drampa, respect is given. You might be on my team.
Okay, wait, okay. I want to see the.
So that's Mega Dragonite.
Oh, he looks so horrible.
Also,
this is a
when
wa-
this
like
happened, the anime just made Mega Dragonite come out. Like the kid. There's this kid with his Dragonite, and the Dragonite Mega evolved in the anime.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah,
so
but like, see,
this
like
is when
Water
he first came
Dragon.
out.
See, for Alligator, Water Dragon, but yeah.
So the one that I'm just sending you are the ones who basically did a little bit more effort into this. This is like first reactions.
Okay,
So
so
look, Meganium. Look at this. There's Meganium. That's Meganium with the rainbow neck.
that looks stupid. I was thinking of something
And then-
different.
and
Okay, Feraligatr looks pretty sick.
yeah, if my boy Feraligatr, he
Regular looks actually pretty cool.
Dude, Mega Starmie looks stupid.
Wait, I want to see this. Wait, did you see?
Mega Starmie looks so stupid.
Oh, Excadrill. Yo, okay, Tyler, if you're listening to this, your Excadrill looks so fire, man.
Yeah. So recently somebody
Send it to me.
redraw.
Send it to me.
Okay, I'll send it to you. Somebody redraw this. Base,
Yeah, but look at Halucha. Look how tight he looks.
redraw this.
This is if it's true.
That's pretty, dude. If a month ago we saw Mega Victory Bell, I'm pretty certain that's accurate.
Is most
Here's the
likely.
thing: is like some of these look like, you know what, they went into detail. They're like, this is what I want. Other ones are like, let's just extend them.
But like I said,
well,
this is not confirmed.
I know,
is
these aren't
based on
confirmed.
The original, I guess, leaks that Diego was mentioning. What the YouTuber did was initial reactions, but this is like somebody who spent a little more time to it.
Yeah, so I think Megas. Okay, so if these are accurate to what they're showing, the ones I like the most for laughs, Mega Starmie because it's Patrick.
I know,
so
right?
stupid.
Mega
No, actually,
Meganium,
it's
Mega
like fun.
Meganium is cool. Mega Feraligatr is cool. Mega Emboar is kind of trash. Mega Chandelure tight. Mega Scrafty really sick. Mega Scolipede really sick. Mega Excadrill. They gave my boy the fire. He's sick. Mega Skarmory. He looks like what's Flygon's pre-evolution? Flygon.
Flygore, I don't know.
I can't remember. Mega Chestnut is okay. Mega Delphox is okay. Mega Greninja, fire. When that card comes out, fire.
Does he look? He just looks as normal, just upside down.
But it's inside the shuriken.
What's the freaking monster that you like that you can't say his name properly with the jewel eyes?
Sableye?
Beyblade.
Sable. He just has a big giant ass crystal and he's right behind it. That's all he does.
That's all the Mega is?
Mega Sable
Yeah.
Eye. I was gonna say Sable. That's all he is. He just has he just takes the crystal out of his.
See, I don't
chest.
understand. Like, let's make something cool.
Mega Halucha,
Let's just-
tight.
Mega Halucha looks sick.
Mega Barbarical is terrifying. Mega Drampa. Look at Drampa, bro. Like he got the glow.
Drampa is sick.
And then Mega Phalanx is basically a combination a combination.
He looks
robot.
like
He's a
what's his,
combination robot.
yeah, I know, but some of these look like Digimon. Like
the
Mega
one who
Chestnut looks like a Digimon.
No. Pyroar looks like a Digimon.
I think Pyro doesn't look that good.
Clefable looks like a Digimon.
No, Mega Chestnut to me looks like one of those ultimate levels, like ultimate Pokemon.
Mega Dragalge
Digimon.
looks like a Mega Malamar. Looks like it. Yeah, they all look. Those look like Digimon.
Wait, what is Mega Electros? I wonder what its typing gonna be.
Yeah, it looks like it might be Ghost Electric because the tail looks like a cloud, or either
With levitate?
flying or electric or ghost. I don't know. It's just the
That's gonna
tail.
be scary.
The tail just looks weird. So that's. I mean, obviously, I could be wrong, but I'm just saying either flying or ghost, or maybe just straight up electric with levitate. I don't know, man. But I mean, I'll say this: Drampa. If that's true,
looks
he's
cool,
got the glow
That's
up, and
fire.
I'll put him in my team. Javi, if you hear this, I'm sorry. I know you've been hating on me with me hating on Drampa, but this Mega gets the respect.
Get the
If it
respect
is
that
true.
desire.
If it's true, but you know what's the downside to it though? No Flygon. Sorry.
Well, it is what it is, boys.
Yeah, so I mean, the game comes out in October, from what I remember.
Yep.
Yep. I'm gonna buy my Switch 2 in September, so I have at least time to use it.
There you go.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, it is a great time to be a Japanese and a Korean music lover in the U.S. because there's some really interesting news here that I want to go over. First things first. So, Baby Metal. Don't know if you like them or not, but their fourth album came out and it cracked the top 10 of the Billboard album sales. It came in at number 9, which is huge for that band itself. Like, they were number 1 in different countries, but I mean, Baby Metal has just been doing great. There's a lot of people that want to collab with them. They've gone to all of the heavy metal festivals. Like, I think it was even Slayer. I can't remember who. Like, a lot of the hard rock musicians, they back what Baby Metal is, because a lot of even, like, let's say purists for heavy metal, they're like, this can't be heavy metal because they sing like a pop group. Which, again, this is what they're doing. They're doing pop heavy metal in fusion.
I mean, that's the way to do it.
So, so they were number 3 in Japan, number 7 in Germany, number 9 in the US, and number 17 in the UK. This is from their first week. It's amazing. I honestly can't believe that's what's happening.
I mean, it seems to notice that all their efforts to tour in America for the past 3-4 years have actually played a lot of efforts.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's really cool. They came to Utah like 2 or 3 times already.
Yep.
I don't mind this, but what really pisses me off is the video that we watched, David, a while ago of the top Japanese bands that you never heard of.
Oh, yeah, I was like, what the freak is this?
For context, a bit ago, the David Smash fans share a video of like top.
Well, correction, I'd never seen this. Watch Mojo or makes these videos. They're like, okay, let's look and see what are these top Japanese. It said groups or I thought it said bands, which I interpreted as rock bands, which was very not the case.
No, it has everything. Look, top Japanese band, whatever. But number 1, Baby Metal was proclaimed the winner, and I completely disagree. Even though I know that Baby Metal it's a popular band here and there, but I don't consider it to be number 1. I think there are better, other groups that could actually potentially reach number 1 when it comes to popularity. But hey, still, regardless, I think it's kind of cool that Japan is finally making some impact in America. They've been trying since forever ago.
Yeah, I mean, they're still, even with the explosion of anime in the West, it's not like their music. It's still not, at least the anime music specific or the bands that cater more to them. They're not
quite a lot.
It's grown, but it's not to like Baby Metal did something different, because I think the metal scene is a lot more. It's just bigger overall worldwide, and so I think because of that they are able to get more fans quicker. Because they don't have to rely on anime fans. Metal fans are very different, and Mr. Mister can probably attest to that.
Yes.
There you go. See, yeah,
No,
you heard it here, folks. Yes.
I mean,
Nobody to hear.
I mean, just if you make good and heavy stuff, people will go to it and listen to it. It doesn't necessarily have to be related to anime. If they are a band that got famous through anime, doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna.
Well, they've been also traveling a lot with like American bands too. So that helps a lot when it comes to exposure.
If all the other metal bands are playing with them, then they're a metal band, bro.
I wish that they would do. I wish that Japanese rock bands would do that.
Didn't they play with Metallica, Baby Metal?
I think so. Yeah.
Then they're metal. Get the fuck out of here. A lot of these metal elitists are annoying, man.
That's how it is, man.
You know what you gotta do, you metal elitists? Cut your hair.
Yeah, that's what Mr. Mister did. Follow his example.
No,
he's now a changed man. He gave
a
up
lot
his
of them
ways.
just look really shitty with their long hair. A lot of them, not
that was
all
cool
of them.
back in the day.
A lot of them do though look shitty with the long hair, so cut it.
So, anyway, going along with this trend of appreciation to foreign music, I want to go over this list called the Billboard Hot 100 in the U.S. Okay. Because this is a very interesting list. It gives you like what's everyone listening to within the top 100 songs each week. This goes into radio play, streaming, all that jazz, downloads, all that goes into this. Okay, so I'm gonna give you some of these songs that are crazy. number 76. Even though this isn't technically a Korean group, it is signed by a Korean label. So the girl group Cat's Eye, their song Gabriella is number 76 right now.
Okay.
Okay. Blackpink, their new song Jump is right now 74
Okay.
Billboard Hot 100s. This one shocked me. Twice, Strategy is number 62 on the Billboard Hot 100. This song came out like...
shocking?
Well, this gets even more shocking. 62. Number 60 is Takedown from Jaeyoung, Jihyo, and Chaeyoung of Twice.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, this, I still haven't seen the movie yet, but apparently there's another version of Takedown that isn't sung by them. It is sung by... It says Hunter X, which is the fictional group, right? It's AJ, Audrey Nuna, and Ray Ami. That version, 26. Okay, number 10, cracking the top 10, is Soda Pop.
Give me soda pop. Beep.
Sure, yeah, I don't know. Number 4. Wait, is it number 4? No, number 4. This was number 1 last week. Number 1 was Golden from Hunter, from the fictional group Hunter X. Yes, Huntress.
That's cool.
This is crazy. Like, right, you've heard of different like moments when there were groups that cracked the top 100, right? I think that one of the most famous one was Psy with Gangnam Style. I think he got to number 2. I don't think he ever got to number 1. Like, the closest was number 2.
Wasn't he the first guy to get 1 billion in YouTube, or no?
Yes.
Okay.
No, he wasn't. I think it was Baby from Justin Bieber. But anyway, doesn't matter. It's just interesting that, first of all, the movie, I think Sharking said, it's like the Frozen of Netflix. That was you. I thought it was Sharking. Like, everyone, there was a Demon Hunter activity or something last week.
Yeah. They decided to release the movie on
in theaters, and there were tons of people that wanted to go see it.
It was a sing-along version of this.
Yeah. And so
there's going to be like costumes at the freaking Spirit and Halloween stuff for that?
I don't doubt it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, this is kind of interesting because back then when Psy came out, it was like, okay, well, just a trend.
It was a novelty.
Kind of like Pineapple Band, right?
Yeah.
So you get to hear it. Okay, that was catchy. But now I feel like K-pop has a bigger grip in the American market because of movies like this or like different artists here and there. Like, it's
collaboration with other artists too, like Bruno Mars.
Yeah, Bruno Mars and Rose.
Yeah,
Blackpink.
like that kind of stuff. You know.
Yeah. So K-pop is becoming more of a popular trend, and a lot of people now have become more aware of K-pop and listen it like to be like a normal trend. So I think they even mentioned some of the members from different groups that are also speak English have been welcome into the Billboard. There is like a whole community of singers that they actually bring, and they brought some of the members from Le Surfing or who else, Cat's Eye as well into that as well. So
Sure.
There's a lot more growth and recognition when it comes to this. But yes, going back to what I said last time, I mean, since the movie K-pop Demon Hunters has become like a movie that's been trending nonstop on Netflix, I mean, a lot of people are becoming more aware of like the music and in general K-pop. So
yeah, so it's really cool.
it's a fun movie. I watched it a couple of times already.
I'll have to watch it. I've never seen it.
Yeah, it has an interesting animation style. Like I said, the music is amazing. And there's going to be more and more. Well, I guess people are doing covers already. And if you go to TikTok or any like social media accounts, you can see people dancing.
Didn't they already say like greenlit a sequel or something like that?
They want to do a sequel, especially because of the impact that it's making. The sad thing about this is because, okay, here's the deal. So this movie was developed by Sony and then distributed by Netflix. Sony is not making as much money.
Well, they probably didn't think it was going to be worth something, so they gave it to Netflix to distribute.
And
Exactly.
That's their fault. They shouldn't have done. They should have had some faith in their project. That's their fault.
And now it's a property.
But okay,
Netflix
but
has.
I want to say this. I think all of the cards fell just right. So let's look at this. I think some stuff helped it. First of all, the movie in and of itself is good from what I've heard.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, so now let's look at this. Twice performed at Lollapalooza not too long ago, which I've heard and I've seen it. Nothing but praise at what they showed and how they sang, and their levels.
Everyone, including Momo.
She I will give her praise in that she did. That's probably the best performance I've ever heard her sing ever. But that also because they're like, well, they're not in the movie, but they sing the song Takedown, or at least a version of the song Takedown. Mm-hmm. So that also helped, right? Did they use BTS in any of the songs or
no?
I don't know who but I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so a little bit of background. Some of the idols in the movie are based primarily on some of the idols in real life.
Yeah,
there is some reference. The creators did not specify, oh yeah, we specifically use this particular group for this particular member. They basically collected a bunch.
But the guy one looks like BTS. I don't know a lot of boy
Big
bands.
Bang, you can say like Stray Kids. I mean, there's a lot, but basically they grab a bunch of their
just mold them together
exactly, and kind of build their own persona of their idols.
Yeah, so that's why I think all of the cards just fell right.
Yeah.
And it just made this movie explode.
Yeah. The thing that shocks me to this day is hearing kids like are 3 or 4 like, oh, I want to watch this movie again. Like, wow, that's kind of crazy. That's why I feel like it's becoming the Frozen of Netflix because everybody's like singing along to those.
Now here's the question for you because I don't want to go too much into the topic, but I know I've heard again really K-pop in and of itself I'm not a big fan of. My fandom is Twice. They just happen to be K-pop.
I'm Blackpink. And Gain.
No, I don't listen to them.
Gain.
I have heard their songs, yes, but I don't actively listen to them.
Sure, okay.
I don't. But anyway, I've heard complaints from, and again, I don't know exactly. I'm pretty sure it's from the Korean side, but a lot of them are getting more and more upset that a lot of these popular bands are leaning more towards English, not even just half English, half Korean, but English only songs, and they're like, oh, now they're catering more to Westerners. Or to the Western quote unquote sound or whatever.
Who's going to give them more money? The Westerners.
Well, no,
who's not going to be bullying them because there's netizens? The Westerners. How about they take
I'm not saying any. I'm not
out of here and fuck off. I'm
not advocating.
These netizens like to be rude to these fucking idols, making these people kill themselves. So how about these netizens go fuck off and just cater to the Westerners? Yeah, K-pop people cater to the Westerners. Fuck your little shitty South Korean netizen fucks, man. Fuck them. Let them.
So coming for him.
They killed themselves because
there has been a lot.
Yeah,
of things
yeah. So fuck the netizens.
So
but
Twice has passed. So again,
differentiate. There is netizens, but there's also like fans that are in Korea.
Yeah, but anyway,
okay? So there's also a big difference as well.
So for example,
fans in Korea say, "Hey, I want you guys to promote here in Korea, but you guys are going overseas."
If they're not being toxic about it, totally fine. But the netizens are the main ones that have been toxic.
So, for example, out of like the past, I think six singles that Twice has had, I think maybe only one was in Korean, and that was "Set Me Free." Sure. I think I could be wrong because there's strategy. There's This Is For. There's Moonlight Sunrise.
Yeah.
There's "Set Me Free." There's oh my gosh, how could I forget the song? The Feels. I'm not missing another one, but like overall, like they've all been English specifically, right? Mm-hmm. So now the question is like, what are you thinking? Like, are these concerns? I call them concerns, but they're just complaints. But are these concerns warranted? Do you feel? Because you listen overall more K-pop than anyone I know. What is your take on that? When people have these complaints saying that they're moving more towards catering to Westerners and losing that quote-unquote K-pop sound, which again, I don't really know what that is. I just what I've heard, but what is your take?
I mean, when it comes to this, I do feel like, yes, they're creating more English, not only for the Western, but overall like a global entity, right? Because everybody universally feels like, okay, I need to know English. And I think that's the universal language they want to communicate. I know in the past, K-pop was trying to get, even before Psy was like a big thing, many, many years ago, they have many different artists who were trying to break into America.
Yeah.
None of
That's-
them
a lot of Asian countries that have like their bands or pop groups. Their big goal is they know they can make it big as if they go to the US.
I think a lot of big groups now have done that. Not just Korean. Like for example, Mana, they tried to do an English disc, an English album, which they did.
However,
They never ever talk about it. I have heard it, but they're like that was their
That's
attempt. And they're
terrible.
like, nah, we're just gonna stick to Spanish. But anyway, go on. So go on.
yeah, there's certain people that were able to make it, like Shakira and all that. But I feel like now because of BTS, Psy, and all the other elements and influence, and not to mention most people that listen to K-pop are the younger generation. They're more aware of the impact and the likes of K-pop, so it's becoming more of a global opportunity. And of course, like you mentioned, a company will say, "Well, I can make this much more money here if I have my concert in America than in Korea."
Yeah.
Prices for concerts have gone extremely high compared to how it used to be. And I feel like it's a strategic. Right now, Twice is making the biggest money for the company JYP. That's why they have the new building, because of all the money that Twice has brought.
I hate JYP, but yeah, go on.
Yeah, so but like there's a lot of influence and a lot of companies in Korea are like, oh, well, we need to go global, and global is the way to go. That's what we have Cat's Eye. That's what we have like other groups that are more American. Also like
Don't forget that K-pop show in Peru.
no,
they're gonna
it's
do
a
it?
K-pop show in I think Mexico.
Is it in Peru? I thought there was one in Peru.
But it's a global. It's a South America one.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they're trying to create a group in South America as well. So like they're
Dude, what if they introduce like they incorporate Andean music, like Andean
They
instruments?
could. No, they could.
Okay.
They could.
No, I'm not saying it would be great, but what if they did? Because there's way.
I mean, there's way.
I mean, they've done it. Other musics have other
Yeah, but
genres. But yeah, go ahead.
K-pop groups that have a lot of like traditional Korean music in there as well, or some Korean like really influenced by the culture. So I wouldn't be surprised if they actually were including something like that. And yeah, so I feel like it is a good time to like K-pop, but at the same time it kind of sucks for all the like people in Korea because they want to support their groups.
What they should do? Get money.
The problem is over there, the money currency is a lot different than here.
Yeah, like
And-
what's 1,000 won is like.
And it also
That work?
affects into the social economics because a lot of people like some of the challenges like getting married, trying to have kids, it doesn't happen over there as well because of the
Because they focus on their K-pop groups and don't
not
allow
necessarily
them.
that because there it's a lot the living style is a lot different and
It's the living style that they want, the lifestyle that they're told that they should be living.
but the thing also is that not every people in Korea are K-pop fans.
Oh yeah, I know, but there's
It's
all
like
I'm saying.
everybody else.
But Korea in itself, South Korea has its own issues with vanity or with a lifestyle or with a way that they portray themselves, and that's why like it probably costs a lot of money to live that way or to perceive to live that way. And so if they go, all the money goes in that, what else can they?
The interesting
invest
part,
in?
though, even though they're promoting English, I think there are some K-pop groups that are also promoting it within the country as well, and I think that's what makes it quite a lot. Recently, the president of Korea met with some of the members of Twice.
I thought it was China.
No, it was a Korea. Well, maybe they were speaking to China.
I can't remember. Yeah, I know what you're
But-
talking about.
It was two members of Twice, Jihyo and Young, and also they brought the composer of the song Golden as well, and they basically talk on how they can make this a more global opportunity, which
Yeah.
Korea is doing quite a lot. So there is a lot of growth opportunity, and I think there's a lot more chances in which it is becoming more of a global phenomenon. It is. So yeah, I think that's because of all of that. I wasn't surprised to see that K-pop Demon Hunters had gone like a really high number view, and it tells a lot of companies, especially Hollywood, hey, we can monetize on this. They're gonna make a sequel. They're also gonna make another K-pop movie about like a K-pop group. They cast 2 individuals already. I don't remember one of them, but the other one is like a singer from the K-pop group as well.
Interesting.
So, and like going back with other like fandom, that's why I was thinking like, oh, Luna Snow could be like a really potential opportunity
It could
to
be.
bring to connect gaming
And K-pop.
Like bring like real music.
But she is a K-pop in the
Marvel, right?
Marvel, yeah.
So all of that. So yeah, go Korea.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Good job, Korea. I wanted to talk about something that I really, really like. So
Demon Slayer.
Huh?
Dude, okay, before you just talk about Demon Slayer, that movie is making a lot of money.
I didn't say it wasn't.
Numbers.
I didn't say it wasn't. I'm sure it is.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna go watch
I also
movie.
know that Crunchyroll people were upset because they didn't early screen. Oh, they have tickets for an early screen. It's supposed to come out September 12th, but I think September 8 and 9
If
they have it for if you're Crunchyroll membership. When they had those tickets on sale, it crashed.
Yeah.
People were upset, but I'm like, what do you expect? People want to go watch this, and they're subscribed. But anyway,
I'm not paying a damn dime.
I'm still upset that they're making this into 3 movies, and that they won't come out like next year. I don't think the new movies come out. I think it's gonna be another 2 years.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's even if you don't like it.
I'm not saying I hate this idea.
It's smart of them because it's definitely making a lot of money. Like the movie in Japan already surpassed Your Name.
Yeah, I still hate it. I still hate that they did this.
I hate that because it's going to be the new norm, unfortunately, which I don't.
Yeah,
like.
that promotes other companies to be like, hey, we can do the same, and I hate that.
Yeah,
I hate that so
absolutely
much.
Despise it. Too.
But anyway, doesn't matter. We're not talking about Demon Slayer. Okay, I want to talk about this.
All right, what's up?
3 days ago, Mr. and I had the opportunity to go with a Buriko Senpai and his brother and his brother's wife. We had to go see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 35th anniversary.
Oh, hey,
that
how was
movie.
that? Yeah,
I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to. I mean, when was the last time you saw that movie?
a while ago.
Okay, I wanted to talk about it just because. First of all, it's 35 years ago. This movie came out, 1990.
You weren't born.
Okay, I was born.
I was in the womb.
This movie was interesting in that it is technically an indie film. At the time that the movie released, and for a while, it was the most profitable indie film ever.
Sure.
No, it was.
Yeah.
It got beat by other things, but for a long time, it was the biggest indie film. But the thing is, like, it didn't feel like an indie film. Like when I think indie film, I think of this artsy fartsy shit that they try and I hate it. I hate indie films overall. I hate them.
So you were tricked into watching indie film.
I didn't know it was an indie film. I was like a little kid when I watched it. How could I know it was an indie film?
You were tricked, like you didn't know.
I didn't know, and I was surprised. I'm like, you know what? This has nothing. No one could ever tell me it's an indie film. And I love that. Okay. But I wanted to ask you, how does it hold up watching it again? And that's watching it in theaters again. How does it hold up? Is it still as good? Do you see a lot more flaws in the movie? Like, what are your thought process? Because this movie, it was interesting because they did a balance between being gritty and paying homage to the cartoon.
Sure.
And also homage to the comic book that the cartoon is based off of. The cartoon went a completely different way.
Childish, funny route, whereas the comics were rough and tough.
So I want to know, how does this compare? Like when we watch it now, what are your thoughts on it? I know you haven't watched it. I
haven't watched this movie in a long time, but I think my reasoning will be the same thing as if I were to watch the Power Ranger movie. At the time, it was a great movie. It was awesome because I was a little kid. It had a lot of different cool characters. The fighting, even the horrible CGI at that particular time was amazing. But looking at the movie now, that was just nostalgia talking. If you were to watch this movie as a movie in comparison to what it is with other movies, you're like, yeah, this is cool, but for the younger me. You know what I mean?
So I'll say this.
So I was going to hear Mr.'s opinion.
So looking at the animatronics with the puppets and everything, were pretty off what they were trying to talk. It was really off-putting at times, but like when you think about how this was done 35 years ago, is nothing short of a miracle how they did it, and it looked amazing. So like when I thought of like, yeah, it looks bad now, but like when you think about it from 35 years ago with how much CGI or practical effects have changed so much, that was like futuristic. That was the most futuristic you could have done back then. So I once I stopped thinking about it now compared to then, it was breathtaking. I loved a lot of the oopsies they had in that film, where like you see like Donatello's real hand, or you see Michelangelo's eyes, or like there's a cut where when they meet April, and then April comes out of the sewer, and then you see Donnie come up. But then when she says pizza, Mikey pops out of nowhere, and all of a sudden Donnie's back in the. So I was like, oh, there's a little hiccups here, or like how quick everyone gets to be comfortable with each other was super weird. Like when Casey Jones and April, like all of a sudden they're like, it's like 2 days later.
Well, I don't know if it's 2 days later. I think it's longer.
But yeah, which is really weird. But I mean, good at the same time. Things like that. But I mean, overall, it held pretty well in a lot of the aspects of things. It was just funny because like some things were like, okay, this is New York, it's alive all the time. But whenever the turtles are there, no one's alive.
I was like, what?
Yeah, April's house where she lives, that's the only place where people live, and that's it. Oh, okay, weird. That kind of stuff. But like, it's just that's just kind of how it has to be. Things like that. But overall, like, it still holds up pretty well, I think, because like you were saying, this was an indie film, so they did their best on what they had, and they had to rely on the dark and grittiness of the film, because too much light or too much daylight or too much exposure of certain things would make the film, would take you out of the world of the film. Because like there are some scenes where like you see like the turtles move their head, and then you see like the gaps in the neck for the helmet and stuff like that. But it's like it didn't bother me because it was dark and dreary, darkness, the shadows were hitting. So it's like, oh, it's whatever type of thing. And just how they did it was still holds, like I said, it still holds up really well. But you can kind of see it's dated in certain aspects now. But I enjoyed the ride overall. I thought it was fun. The only thing was like some of the fights were just kind of like meh. Like Shredder could have been way more intense.
I think the Shredder's probably like, the biggest.
Like poking you with the stick type of thing, where it's like you could have been like and just smack them and beat the crap out of them.
So the real question on this: did it pop your bubble of, I guess, nostalgia?
No.
Did it tickle?
I think
it did make me realize that I did see things like it didn't pop the bubble, but it did let me. I wasn't in the bubbles anymore. I'm viewing it from the outside, and I'm holding on to the bubble of my nostalgia, and I can still see it. And I'm holding on to it, but because it's not popped.
Yeah.
But like I can see it, and I can cherish and I can cherish those moments and embrace it when I need to.
Yeah.
But like I know what it is, so I'm not going to pop it.
Right.
So it makes me appreciate it more.
Okay, what are you gonna say?
I will say this. I did watch the Power Rangers movie a few months ago. And here's the thing: is there's a lot of times in that movie that I actually like wince and I'm like cringing, like there's a part where she's like, I forget what's her name, Tanashi.
I don't remember the lady.
Yeah, the Yellow Ranger. When they after she's like, how you get ready to feel the power of the bear, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, their delivery is so horrible.
The thing that kills me from that film is when they transform for the first time and they're fighting the monsters, and like every movement's like whoosh, 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 over there.
I love that. That was so funny.
I'm like, okay, so you're moving at the speed of sound, which is your peel punch. I was like, oh, okay, chill out there, okay. But the sound effects guys were going to town on it.
But Teenage Ranger, I never had that. There were funny deliveries in the movies. Like there's a part like when they leave April's apartment to go back to their home in the sewer, and they take Splinter, and they get back to April's apartment, and they're like, guys, what's wrong? And Leonard's like, Splinter. It's like, what? I couldn't stop laughing. That is the funniest delivery of the line. It is supposed to be serious. He's like, Splinter.
Or like when you see like how serious it gets, like when you really think about it, Raph got the beating of his life. Like he was getting mollywopped by like 30 guys, just slap, punch, kick, everything in between, and then he throws the motherfucker into the window, into the building, and just boom. And then what happens later? The whole building collapses, and he falls again. Boom. And you're like, that guy got mollywopped.
So for some reason, whenever you guys are speaking about this, it kind of reminds me, because I know somebody shared a video with me of the Ninja Turtles promoting the movie.
Yeah.
You seen that video?
Yeah, I've seen that.
And in which they interview, like, people in the audience interview, like, one of the Ninja
Oprah.
Turtles. Yeah. Oh, man. When I watched that, I was like, oh, man, this is kind of cringy. But I think that, like I said, going back looking as a kid, yes, it was a really good show. It's amazing. But as an adult, yeah, you have to look at through different lenses.
You see, I think the movie though holds up because again, I don't feel any cringes when it happens. I recognize some of the delivery of it. It's just funny. It wasn't like a cringy line, but it's like funny. And I think that there are actually like sentimental scenes in there that still hit. Like, you might sing like there's like when Rav comes back from
when he wakes
from
up
getting beat up. Well, there's two.
beat up.
One when he gets beat up by Casey Jones, and he comes back, and Splinter's there waiting for him, and he's like talking about. He's like being serious, like all of your brothers have anger. They have all this stuff, but they choose to work on this together. You choose to do it by yourself, and he starts teaching like Raph these actual like lessons, like let your brothers like help you, and like you can see Raph get like sad. Also, like when they finally get to talk to Splinter, right, with that
the meditation
vision,
great scene.
I get tears. I was like, oh, that's such a great scene.
Well, and that's good. I mean, I'm glad that you guys were able to experience that. Like I said, I haven't watched the movie in a bit, and I think a lot of people nowadays, like, say you were to show this to a younger generation, you think they're gonna enjoy it? They could, but
I'd have to show it. Actually, I want our nephews to watch it to see what they think of it.
Yeah.
I think my brother's kids will probably.
Yeah, I want to see my sister's kids. I want to see.
He's not gonna like it.
We'll look at all of them. We'll check.
For us, of course, it hits a lot of nostalgia, and like, don't get me wrong, I think those movies have a special place, like a part of my life as well. But I wouldn't like consider them like, whoa, this is like a masterpiece, right?
No, it never was a masterpiece.
Right, because you also have to understand when the movie was made, what kind of quality they had, what kind of constraints they had. Now it would it would be a lot different if we were to compare this with the new Ronin movie they're making.
The last one is gonna be rated R.
So
that was gonna be dark and dreary though.
See, like if I compare this movie to, let's say the new ones that Michael Bay did, that there's no shot. There's no
horrible
comparison.
That was a horrible movie.
Well, the thing is like, but this is like
new. But it was just not.
It had potential, but it doesn't hold up to this one. And not again, this doesn't go by nostalgia. It's like the feel, the tone, everything about the original 1990 movie.
Yeah.
Just Michael Bay. I don't know what he was trying to do. He's just trying to put explosions and think that's how you tell a story, and that was it. And it just, even though the fight scenes are a lot more impressive, it's because it's CGI. There's a lot more feel. There's a lot more feeling in those fight scenes. Like, it felt good. And I think one of the scenes that I have to like praise is they did this really cool balance between when it needs to be funny and when it needs to be gritty, even within the same like what's happening in the show. So for example, when the foot comes in, right, and they start fighting, It's all jokes right there, right? Because you see like Michelangelo like playing with the guy with the nunchucks, and he shows it with it, and they're all fighting. Then they bring out these freaking axes and they start chopping down the freaking floor. Like, this is getting cartoonish. They fall into the antique store, and it's still funny. You see like Leonardo like grab on the bike and he starts kicking and he falls. Like, it's just still funny. Then Casey Jones comes in, and then all of a sudden the music gets
intense,
and then the faces of the turtles become more. I remember seeing the face of Donnie when he's fighting the Foot Clan, and he looks like he's pissed, like he's actually taking this seriously. So it was interesting because they would go from funny and then to serious the next, and it was. I felt like it was a great balance.
Yeah, at the time, it was great. They did.
No, even now, it's good.
When the transition to that, that was cool because like the music just gets more intense and all that. It's sharp. And then they have to add in the little bit of funny where like the April's boss calls and it's the voicemail, and then the fire burns the wires, and just hits the guy in the head. You're like, okay,
you didn't pay attention to that. Like, okay, whatever.
Ding.
Yeah, so I did hear that since the movie came out, they're gonna have like a physical release on 4K, the restoration as well too.
They've already done that.
It probably, I don't know.
No, I think this is a whole set. Like, somebody shared that.
They did that like 5 years ago. They did like the pizza box version.
I think our brother has it.
Yeah.
Anyways, but I mean, it's kind of cool that they're bringing movies like that. I think it gives opportunities for other shows and movies to come back, but I don't know how much of an audience they're gonna get for sure. But yeah, I do feel like what is going to happen in the future. Like if we were to be alive 30 years from now, we were like, oh, look, Avengers. This is like a movie of our generation, right? But we look at it through a different lens because by then, there will be like newer technology, new like storytelling.
I guess we'll have to see what that entails. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ninja Turtles great. If you've never seen it, I would say go watch it. It is good. It's a good time.
Oh, along with that also makes me wonder why did George Lucas decided to upgrade his original movie trilogy. Because in the original trilogy, you have Yoda and all the other creatures as puppets. And he completely got rid of all of those to incorporate the new technology as well. I talk about the first 3 Star Wars movies.
The episodes 4, 5, and 6. So he didn't change all of them. Some like he didn't like the scenes with Yoda like on Dagobah. He didn't change it to CGI. But yeah, you're right. He did add a lot of scenes with CGI. And George Lucas is very interesting.
I think he was just going through the motions.
No. So this is why. So he's even said this in interviews is every time that he's updated his movies is because this is his words. He had a vision of how he wanted to tell the movie in a certain way. It was not possible back in the 70s when he first released the first Star Wars. And as new technology was being introduced, he kept updating the movies because that is the vision that he originally had for those movies. So much so that when I forget what it's called, when Congress wanted to put his movie in a vault, be like, this is one for history. George Lucas gave him the 2008, 2012 version of the movie. They're like, no, we need the original. He's like, nope.
He doesn't want it.
He's not going to use it because that is not the version that I envisioned. That is the one I had to make with the limitations of that time. This is the version that I wanted to make in all its CGI and all of its whatever glory that he has. So he's a very interesting man because he only wants to see the movie in the way he envisioned it. He'll make it in within the limitations of that time, but he wants to eventually get it to a point where
what he could have made other films to make his name, and then he could have started making the Star Wars films later. Because who's the guy who made Avatar?
James Cameron.
Yeah, didn't he have the idea for Avatar for 20 years, and then when technology finally caught up to where he wanted, he made the first movie, and then he's like, oh, I gotta wait 10 more years because there's some things I need to do that isn't ready. And then the technology came, and then he did it. But now he's made the sequels.
But James Cameron, he's younger than George Lucas, right? Or he started his career.
I don't know. I can't tell you that. I don't know the fuck.
Well, anyway, each director has their own vision, right? They have their own.
Here's the thing about that, though, is that I feel that might be his vision. I know there's a lot of Star Wars fans that prefer watching the special effects.
The D-Master.
Yes.
And that's true. Because but again, that, and I'm not saying which one's objectively better or not, but that also goes to what if they let's say they updated the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie where they got rid of those things that we saw flaws, and they added CGI.
Yeah, no.
So it's because I love that movie so much, the way that I saw it, maybe it does make it better. I'm not saying that it's better, but let's say it made it better.
Wouldn't be bad. You wouldn't see the hand from Donnie. That wouldn't really affect anything. Seeing the eyes from the mouth wouldn't really affect it. It would be like if they were to let's make the mouth flaps fit more. Let's make
that's what they would do because that's how he envisioned it.
No, you can't touch that.
But that goes back to what if we showed this to someone who's never seen the movie? So again, there's a debate for that.
Here's the thing, because if you talk to an original fan who were to watch the movie when it came out, I like the way that I saw it. I like the original version better. Going back to Star Wars, when the original version came out with the puppets, a lot of people really like it, and that's why they were trying to look for the one without the special effects. Because I feel in some instances in the movie, yes, it enhances the movie, but at the same time, there's some that is that really necessary?
I think that the version that I saw, the first version I ever saw, I've never seen the original version. The first version that I remember seeing is when we gifted my dad. It was the VHS. It was the golden tapes.
Yeah.
and that
That's
already
the
had
first-
updates.
That's the first. I think that's the first
Update.
update.
But that they updated like
Yeah,
the
'cause-
explosion to the Death Star because
'cause
I've
even
seen the original one and
even-
it looks really weird. It doesn't look good. But the updated one that they did in 1997 or 98, whenever you gave it to Dad,
98.
it looks good. I'm like, oh, that actually looks like a good
Well, yeah, 'cause
explosion.
I mean, there's some things
the
that look
fight
bad.
scenes, the dog
So
fights
when
look
he
better.
does- when they shoot because they added the extra scene where you see the stormtroopers are on those iguana looking monsters, and then
Yeah.
they do that pan scene type
Yeah,
of thing,
yeah.
and that's when you see the what's the monster that's in the sand pit?
I forget what it's called, but yeah, I know what you're
you
talking
see
about.
it. You see it with like the beak and all the extra
Yeah, yeah,
stuff. That was the first, and so people were like,
Yeah.
"What the fudge?"
But then again, there
But-
was another update on that particular movie in which they add like the singing scene in the bar that have like a.
Yeah, I remember when they
That
did
was a
that.
little bit-
That was
that
weird.
was too much.
See, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. I think there has to be. I don't know. I think. I'm assuming that at this particular point, George Lucas, like, well, I want my movies to be envisioned the way that I wanted to, but to also not look outdated in the future. That's an assumption.
I think the funniest
But
thing
they're
that
all
he
going to be updated no matter what. That's
I think the funniest thing that the biggest, like, me personally, I was like, this was a really, like, I don't know why he updated this, was when they made it so that Han Solo moves his head like
Yeah.
the most inhumane way, and people were upset, and I was upset. I'm like, why is it that he has to react to killing? Like, this guy is a
Those are
scoundrel.
the-
This guy is
he's stone cold.
he's stone cold. He's gonna shoot someone first. He's not gonna, because like that's a blaster. He's not superhuman. He's gonna shoot first.
You know what the creepiest one is?
What?
What are the little teddy bear monsters?
The Ewoks?
Yeah, when they made them blink,
Oh yeah, that was
give them
weird.
eyelids. So they
So, okay, the question is:
They need to blink.
Are you guys against or pro? What's your take on this?
I'm not a big enough Star Wars fan to care about
No,
it.
it doesn't have to be
in
Star
a
Wars.
sense.
Because the fact is, I feel like if a movie has been released the way that it's supposed to be released originally, they should keep it like that and just release it.
I mean,
It depends on what they're doing. If they're trying to like add more scenes or do other things to the film, then no. If it's like, oh, here's some things with the practical effects weren't as good, so they're just they're touching it up to look nicer or something, I'm cool with it. I'm fine with it. But if it's just like adding
There's-
more things or it's completely CGIing a character when they don't need to, then I have an issue.
like, it really depends on me. It depends on the movie and what they're updating. Like, for example, Mr. Mystery know this, but the parody movie Killer of Killers, I believe is what it's called, right? Or
Killer Killers.
Killer of Killers. That had a patch. I call it a patch update, where they added 2 new characters at the very end of the movie. Not 2 new, but 2 returning characters, I guess you want to call them, from the franchise in the movie. And it's like, why? It's like, well, because they want to make maybe possible sequels or make possible something or whatever. So they decided to add that. Like, I'm kind of more of not in the favor of that because that's an afterthought. That wasn't like what I originally.
I think they were waiting to get approval. So when Comic-Con happened, they were already approved by the people. So then they were like, okay, we just want to release it. We'll announce it and release it at the same time. I think they were waiting on trying to get approved.
See, and the reason that I'm asking this is because recently, I don't know if you guys saw this, but Peacemaker season 2.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
season 1.
Yeah.
They took out,
They made changes on. I haven't seen the show, but I know like at the end of the show they showed like Wonder Woman, like Aquaman, the
They showed
Flash.
the original DC people, and then now they got rid of them. So it's Hawkgirl, Guy Gardner, and the new Superman.
the new Superman, Supergirl.
and the guy in the chair.
Yeah.
What's the I don't remember his name?
Yeah, but I mean, I get it because it's they're not part of that world anymore. So it's like, why keep them in there?
Right, and that's not like
And since
On that
Peacekeeper
particular
is in
point,
this
Peacemaker,
current DC
Peacemaker.
universe,
It's
he has
just
to do
weird.
that.
It's just okay.
yeah. So like I feel like I don't know. Like I'm kind of conflicted because at the same time, like sure, it makes some improvements, but at the same time, by doing this, you basically take the essence of what. Well, maybe not. of
There was no
what the
essence to the
original
ending.
movie
It was just
used
like
to
a cool type of thing. It wasn't like a okay.
be. So. That's just.
I mean, luckily that scene wasn't integral to Peacemaker at all. So
okay. What if they were to do something like this with this Teenage Mutant Turner? The movie, the Ninja Turtle movie.
If they were to do that,
like do what though exactly? I mean, aside from like the
remove certain spots and provide like another character that maybe they can introduce in the future.
it wouldn't work.
Because for
way.
that, I don't think it will work. But if they were to like maybe fix some of the spoofs in the movie, or I don't know, maybe
I would like I was saying, the only things that they could fix that wouldn't really affect the film, but people would be sad. Would still be like the hand showing when Donnie's riding the skateboard, or when Mikey opens his mouth and you see the eyeballs.
Yeah.
Those kinds of things. I mean, you'd be like, "Oh, they're gone," but
Maybe make them
it wouldn't make the movie worse.
Okay.
It wouldn't make you be like, "Okay, the movie just got way worse because of it." No, it'd just be like, "Oh, they're gone now," type of thing. It wouldn't be anything like that.
Sure. I do feel like overall the movie shouldn't be touched after they get released.
Yeah.
I think that's my like. I want to.
Not even for 4K.
If you
No,
want to
if
touch
there's
it
a
up
restoration,
for yeah,
4K, I 100%.
restoration is different than
Yeah, but if they
altering.
were to remove, like, let's say if they were to alter some of the stuff on Lord of the Rings.
So I think that movie's great as it is. It
But
doesn't
hey,
need
if it
alterations.
happened, and
If they want to improve the CGI on certain things,
No, that's a problem. Is that's what they did with freaking The Hobbit. They
See?
made everything CGI and it was horrible.
there's a balance.
No,
I think there
like-
has to-
Freaking orcs.
no. I meant like not replace everything with CGI, but like let's say the trees. I mean, the trees look really good in general, but let's say the trees were not as good. Like you could tell they're dated, but then he re-updates the trees so they just look smoother.
Maybe.
But it's like something subtle where you're like, it's not like super drastic.
I think if it's subtle, I think it passes. But
Yeah,
it
it's
becomes
not- it
something
can't be
big,
like
obvious, like a big.
It can't be like,
wow.
oh, let's make this whole scene CGI where Merry and Pippin are with the trees and they do like a 10-minute walk and they're talking, and they're like, okay, we just CGI this entire thing. That's when I'll be like, okay, why? That's stupid. But if it was just like,
Yeah.
oh, this 5-second scene where the tree kind of looks kind of like a prop instead of a tree talking, then it's like, oh, here it is. We made it more natural. We made it more flow. We made it more blink and breathe and all that stuff. Then fine, that's cool.
As long as the final release, let's say it's a movie and DVD or streaming, gets updated to that particular point, and that's the end goal.
You know what they should do? If those movies come out and they do updates to that, they should give you the option to watch the original version and then
Yes.
what update versions they have,
Yes.
just so that you can be like, what's so changed?
You go explain that to George Lucas.
George Lucas is gonna eat my dick.
Okay, well,
Sure.
sure, okay. Well, anyway,
Yeah.
do you have any last minute things you want to talk about?
I was looking at the thing, kind of list that you posted in here as well.
Oh, there was one more thing, that we didn't talk about. This is a big thing. So, if you remember, Nintendo got a lot of flack for how expensive their Nintendo Switch 2 is. Well, PlayStation is following suit. So they announced that the prices for the PlayStation 5 is going up. So now the disc with the disc drive, it's going to be $549. $549. The digital, just digital, is going to be $499, and the PS5 Pro is going to be $749.99.
But is it because they want to? Well, we talked about this before, that some of the tariffs are actually increasing quite a lot.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's affecting a lot.
Sony's fault for having their factory in China, because the other companies, like GPU prices are going down. The $1,000 GPUs that went up from $1,500 are back down to $1,000 like they were supposed to be. The $550 GPU is, instead of being $700, it's back down to $550.
So now it's a good time to go back to PC gaming.
I'm just saying, if
the
you move
graphic
your,
cards,
but if you're moving it,
That's
to
the most expensive part. That's the most.
But I'm just saying, like, the things that people were complaining about before, when those were higher priced, they went back down in price because they
They made a deal with the president.
no, they didn't. They just they started getting.
meet up with the president to lower some of the prices.
No, you can't just lower the prices. They had to go move stuff
Well,
around.
they have some deal.
Same thing
about
with
it.
Apple. Apple had to move their stuff from China to another place, and guess what? It's starting to get cheaper because they moved it to another fucking place.
Because they catered to the president and gave him like a gold
No,
plate.
because he was going to tax them higher, and they didn't want to get that tax high. So they said, "Where can I go to get so I can manufacture my stuff for the same amount of price, but I don't get taxed?" Oh, okay, whatever, this country or wherever this place.
I think
That's what they
the biggest thing to blame on this, I don't think it will be Nintendo itself. They just have to adjust what they need to. It's what the government is controlling. And we mentioned
the
this before.
government,
Like,
but then also
if we didn't have tariffs, we didn't have this problem.
but we needed some income flow with that. But this isn't the discussion. But the thing is, there was no reason for the Nintendo Switch 2 to be that price. There's no reason for that to be $500, $450, whatever the
Yeah,
price.
it's a big price.
There's no reason for it. I honestly think it's just the heads of the companies are being greedy.
there's
Doug
also,
Bowser
like-
being greedy, the head of Sony being
Bowser.
greedy. Those guys are being greedy. That's literally all it is. Because if the most expensive thing of GPUs are starting to go down in price, and then they're raising the price of a PlayStation 5 and the original Nintendo Switch, They're being greedy. That's
it is true.
plain and simple.
Hey, but the thing about this,
Because
going to
they don't
work.
make profit. They don't make profit
Is-
off their consoles. They make profit off of their accessories or their games. So,
Well, like I
so
said,
there's no point in. They're just trying to make
Sure.
the most amount of money off of the little bit amount of money they're going to get from the console.
Every business is it's in for the money.
Yeah, but this is, I hope this bites them in the ass for anybody.
I mean, you're saying that, but you're also playing a Switch too. So.
yeah, but I already know.
Is that Pokemon game, man?
See,
Yeah.
they know they can actually do this and make money for it, which is
I could buy secondhand so they don't make a profit.
sure.
That's fine by me. I buy secondhand. I'm fine.
But yeah, I mean, a lot of companies are raising prices, and gaming.
If they just move their shit out of China, they'll be fine. That's literally their fault.
There you go.
Nintendo,
Anyways,
PlayStation, everything.
Oh, and then Metal Gear Solid.
How solid is it?
It's
But-
bad.
yeah, I've heard. bueno.
It's not Digital Foundry, but something like Digital Foundry that's similar to them. They did like testing, like the game on PlayStation runs really poorly, like 20, 30 FPS and all this other shit. And then on the PS5 Pro, it's not as good. And then some dude on Twitter was trying to be like, this is Metal Gear Solid 3, the original one on PS2. Look how that was 30 FPS. Nobody cried. I was like, yeah, that was 20 fucking years ago. It's like technology has improved so much that this should be the requirement. The standard should be 60 FPS. 30 FPS should be like a platformer or something smaller, indie type of thing.
Like it could be like,
Like
if
it's not that hard to put. Like you
4K is hard to do it.
4K, but I'm talking about 1080p.
Yeah,
60.
1080p 60
And
should
you
be
can up-res
standard.
it with that shit. But like, yeah, it's bad. It's just bad. It's stupid.
Yeah, the other thing that I was going to talk to you briefly, I want to know your take on the spin-off series, The Paper. I talked to you like yesterday about
Did they
it.
even come out yet or no?
No, it's coming out September next month. So basically, The Office is going to have a spin-off series. The same creator is coming back. And the only cast member to return has been
Oscar Nunez.
You saw the trailer. What are your initial reactions on this?
I can't gauge like how funny it's going to be. Like I really can't. I can't tell how dry the humor is going to be. I can't tell if they're trying to. I can tell they're kind of trying to have a Michael Scott with this new boss, but not as
Scotty.
severe and not as Scotty.
And you know for sure they're doing this for the money.
Yeah, and I'm more curious to know why Oscar left. Dunder Mifflin, and I can't remember where they said this is based off, like
They're
city
like in
wise.
England, aren't they?
No, I don't know where they're based off of.
What's
Looks
it
like a
called
newer
again?
city.
The Paper?
The
Called
paper.
The Paper.
But Oscar Nunez now lives in that area and works for that paper, and he knows what's going on. He knows the documentary, and he's kind of pissed. So I'm interested to see what they do, and I think people are going to be, what are going to be the Easter eggs that they tell us about The Office, about the characters.
Toledo, Ohio.
Okay, so they're not in Scranton, Pennsylvania. They're in Ohio, so they're more inward. I know they're going to ask what's going to happen. Are they going to hear about Pam and Jim, about Athlete? How's that going? Bringing any cameos in the movie?
TV show.
Movie, TV show.
Nice TV show. So we don't know. Like, why would there be cameos? Like the only cameo I could even think of would be Angela, because I know Angela and Oscar are really good friends.
Should there be cameos?
I'm not saying that there should be. I'm just saying.
They're going to do it
would
to
you
get
want
people,
to have cameos?
They'll do it to make people watch it.
Well, let's see. It's a spin-off series. Spin-off series always have cast members from the main series visit. Maybe not all the time, but they visit once in a while.
I mean, they can just say Oscar, and that's about it.
Well, Oscar isn't a cameo. He is.
Well,
It's not even an Oscar-centric show. He
Sure.
just happens to be
sure.
the documentary. So it's like, I don't know who. I mean, who else lives in Ohio? We don't know, because Michael moved to
Didn't Jan
Colorado.
move to Ohio?
who?
Didn't Jan move to Ohio?
I don't think so. So Michael lives in Colorado. I think Jim and Pam live in Florida now. I think that's where Athlete was, right? Or something like that. So there's not really people. Angela and Dwight, there's probably still in Scranton. He's still probably the branch manager there. Unless it completely went under, which could have happened. So I don't know. Maybe I think if they had lesser known,
Creed could do it because Creed is just like a nomad.
is he still alive? If he's still like Kevin Malone, I think he'd be good. Phyllis, maybe. Like if those lesser known characters come in cameo, I think I'd be okay with it. I think if they start getting like Jim or Pam, or while it would be cool to see them, I kind of don't want to see them just because their story's been told. There was a happy ending. I don't want to hear like, oh, Jim is visiting, wife visiting. Oh, I got divorced with Pam. Like, okay, thanks for ruining this. I didn't want to know that. Or Dwight shows up. Dwight, what are you doing here? Oh, Dunder Mifflin went down, and so we had to move somewhere else. I'm like, I don't want to know all that. I don't care. If it's just Oscar's life, if he's in there, fine, whatever.
I think I'll be fine with that. Like, I think the more they force new other characters, it's like,
but again, it's like, well, they call it the paper, right? This is obviously something to do with paper. So
newspaper.
It's
a newspaper.
Yeah. So if maybe they get their supplies from Dunder Mifflin, it could be. I don't know.
Could be. I just feel like I'm not, I don't know. I'm conflicted when it comes to spin-offs. I think they should just keep it on their own. The more they're trying to bring other characters, the more they're trying to force people like, hey, you should like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll give it a shot. I'll watch the first few episodes. If it's not funny, I'm not going to watch it. I'm not watching it for the connection to The Office, but because it's the creators and they did do a good job.
They did a good job.
I will give them a chance to listen to the comedy and how it is. Like I said, I think Parks and Rec took me. I still haven't seen it, but it took me forever to actually get it. And I've heard from a lot of people because they were trying to imitate exactly how The Office was.
The first season,
and a lot of people were kind of turned off by it because it wasn't as good. And then they kind of found their own comedy, and it worked better.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all I can say.
Cool.
Okay, cool. Alrighty, guys. That is it for tonight. Thanks so much for watching. Remember, you can watch this episode first on YouTube. And then if you just want to listen to it by itself, no video, you can listen to it on your podcast platforms, Podomatic, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to your podcast. Remember to follow us on all our social media platforms on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Chibino Podcast, capital C, capital N, capital P, and YouTube, obviously. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. This is David the Smash Fan.
Mister.
And you're here.
And for the rest of the Chibis, thanks. Have a good night.